Imagine we've successfully landed a robot on Venus. Nice job. Now it's dead. Hello fellow carbon-based life forms, Ian here for dnews. I want you to imagine building a robot that can land on the surface of Venus. Actually, imagine building a robot that lands on the surface of hell and you have a better idea of what to expect. Yes, Venus is a toxic hellhole with a surface temperature hot enough to melt lead and an atmospheric pressure about 90 times greater than Earth's. This isn't very good news for any robots we want to send there to explore the surface and do any science. But there is hope. NASA engineers at the Glenn Research Center in Cleveland, Ohio are developing a new kind of integrated circuit that not only survives the rigors of being in space, it could also allow the delicate electronics inside Venus landers to live 100 times longer than previous efforts. It's not like we haven't tried landing on Venus before. From the 1960s to the 1980s, the Soviet Union tried to send a series of 16 spacecraft to Venus as part of the Venera program. This included flybys, atmospheric probes, and landers. Of the early landing attempts, Venera 3 to Venera 6 either got burned up, crashed, or got crushed by Venus's atmosphere. Even though it got crushed before touchdown, Venera 4 has the historic distinction of being the first probe to transmit data from another planet's atmosphere in 1967. In 1970, Venera 7 made history as the first ever soft landing on another planet. It sent back 23 minutes of data before dying. After this, the Soviets had more success from Venera 8, which landed in 1972, returning 50 minutes of data. Venera 9 landed in 1975 and took the first ever black and white photos from another planet's surface. Venera 13 in 1981 and Venera 14 in 1982 returned color panoramic views from Venus's surface, revealing the alien geology and incredibly hazy atmosphere. In 1984, Russia launched the two Vega missions that included landers and atmospheric balloons. The US even gave Venus a go when they parachuted probes down to the surface during the 1978 Pioneer Venus mission. One of the probes continued to transmit data an hour after landing on the surface. But all Venus surface missions quickly succumbed to the extreme heat and pressure, most lasting for less than a couple of hours. Venera 13 holds the record, lasting 127 minutes before melting. Although our technology has advanced since this exciting era of Venus exploration, we still don't really have the ability to protect them from the extreme environment for very long. Conventional silicon circuits stop working at high temperatures long before they start to melt. But now NASA engineers are testing an extremely durable silicon carbide semiconductor integrated circuit. It's a circuit made out of a new silicon mix that continues to function as a circuit should, only at much higher temperatures. It was originally being developed for use in hot sections of fuel-efficient aircraft. Knowing that they could tolerate temperatures of up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, the NASA engineers placed samples of the circuit into the Glenn Extreme Environments rig, or GEAR. This instrument not only replicates the temperatures found on Venus's surface, it also applies the same pressures. And after 521 hours of extreme testing, the integrated circuits continue to operate as designed. To use conventional electronics in space, heavy shielding is needed to protect delicate components. If this new circuit technology is used for space robots, I'd imagine that shielding may not be required, boosting electronics longevity in harsh environments, reducing the launch weight and ultimately costs. But the thing that makes this kind of tech development really interesting to me is the obvious applications a highly durable integrated circuit has on Earth. Robotics are used in a range of industries and increasingly being used in extremely hazardous environments. Building tougher electronics to boost their operational lives would obviously be a bonus. We can't do dnews episodes without our sponsors. Thanks to Graze for sponsoring this episode. Graze makes snacking exciting, combining wholesome ingredients with flavors we all love to create over 100 nutritionist-approved snacks. Go to graze.com and enter the promo code dnews and get a free sampler box delivered to your home or work. Just because Venus is a lifeless hellhole now, it doesn't mean it was always the case. Check out my video about how there might have been life on Venus once. Though Venus is now a horrible place to hang out, would you like to see another mission land there? Let us know in the comments and subscribe and come back for more dnews every day.